Welcome to another episode of Weigh In, y'all, a 21 question conversation where we go into our friends list and get to know the best of the best of the best. We are starting out with this slide because we want you guys to go into your living rooms and access your Roku device or a friend that has one. And if you guys don't know anybody who has one, get at me in my inbox and I might know a friend of a friend of a friend. Then what you're going to do is you're going to download the UBSN TV app. It is free 30, free all day, free today, free tomorrow, and free beyond. It's the best thing you can buy right now in today's world. And then if you do it all correctly, you are going to make it all the way to this button. Check out our logo, Sauced in the City. The name is in the title. You're going to push the button, and then you are going to be transported into our world of talented friends. And today's interview of 21 random questions is no it really is no other. It is no other. So without further ado, let me introduce you guys to today's I mean guest. Let me introduce you guys to today's guest. Welcome, Nathan Atkins. How are you doing, sir?
Am I on? Am I muted?
No, there you are. How are you
Okay,
doing? It was
I'm
my
doing.
fault. You
Okay.
were it was in the picture and I was like, "Is that him? Did he change settings on me?"
No, I was like,
How are
that's a
you,
great
sir?
picture. I thought it was very cool. So,
Actually, that's the surprise. We're gonna because I noticed that you did some really great work on Facebook and it was a promo video. And I was like, wow, that is super nice. So because I'm just meeting you like right now, why don't you tell the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond a little bit more about you?
sure, fantastic. So, my name is Nathan Atkins, and I live here in Las Vegas. It's a great city, lots of sunshine, lots of fun. I just recently opened up IV Vitamin Wellness Center, which is called the Drip Bar. It's a franchise. We have about 22 or so facilities open across the United States. We have opened the very first of this brand here in Las Vegas. So
Yay!
we're looking to get this one off the ground and ultimately open two or three more. So that's the excitement. IV Vitamin Wellness is highly known in this city for what's called the hangover cure. But
Wow.
we provide 17 different lifestyle IVs and three actual health IVs. There's a slight difference between them. They're all very healthy for you, but the lifestyles are things like more for energy, people who need energy. Now, I did have a lovely lady once tell me it's all for health, right? It's all health. It's if you're lacking energy, that's a health issue. If you need better recovery from your workouts, it's a health issue. I don't believe in arguing or debating with people. If she wants
Right.
them all to be health, they're all health. We simply brand them as 17 lifestyles and three health IVs. But that's what we're doing now. I'm originally from Chicago, came out here about 10 years ago, came out here to open up the very first franchise system, Orange Theory Fitness, which is still here in the Valley. I sold the license off to a
Wow.
family that wanted to run them all. And today there's been several owners, but the brand is still doing well. So I feel good about bringing something that is sustained here in the Valley. As a matter of fact, I talked to them about a partnership the other day. Manager informed me they're opening two more. So, I mean, that's just I'm also a husband. We have three children. We're a blended family. We
Aw.
have adult sons. We have a young son at 15. And then, of course, I'm former Army combat veteran, so I spent 8 years in service of the country.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you.
Like that is amazing. They almost got me. The Air Force. I was really close and it they almost had me. And then they told me that we couldn't go in on the buddy program. And I was like, well, I guess that's it for me. So thank you for your service. Someone had to do it. And I'm glad that someone stepped up to do it. And it's going to be really good to get to know a little bit more about you as we go through this show. I just like to remind everybody that this is a live show. So if you have little ones, you might want to shuffle them, along, or you might want to get your earphones or something because we don't want to pay, any medical bills. So this show is live, and we always give you a few seconds just to get you together, just to make sure, and to tell you guys and you, Nathan Atkins, a little
Yes.
bit about how the show goes. So, first of all, it is 3 rounds. The first round is super easy. The second round is a little bit saucier. The third round is the hot tamale round, where we could ask you anything from your love life all the way up to politics. Are you with
Okay.
me so far?
I am. I'm ready for it.
Okay, okay. Well, you get 3 opportunities to bow out of a question. I don't want to, I don't know, or I can't answer that because I work for A, B, C, and D. And then we have to boot you from the show and carry on without you. You with me so far?
I am. I am.
Okay. Now, here it is, though. We are gentle women, at least the people I hang around, myself included. So at the beginning of every round, I'll ask you if you are down to continue on, or would you like to wrap it up? And if you
Okay.
choose to wrap it up, we'll end as friends and you can stay in the studio and I can talk about my show that's coming up July 24th out at the patio, y'all. My Chicagoans are coming into town to try to kick my butt at improv. Now, I already got beat
Oh,
up by Ohio in comedy, so I shall not lose again. At least I hope not.
you
So,
you do realize that Second City is in Chicago, so if they're true Chicagoans, they might be Second City people, and that's the home of improv for some of the best comedians ever. So they
I
might have set you up.
I know they might have, but I
Hmm.
am so down to figure it out, Nathan. Like
Absolutely.
my senses are tingling. All right. So, understanding the rules, we are off to round number 1. And that is the getting to know you round, because we really just want to poke around at you and see, how everything works. It's easy peasy questions, nice and fun. So, this is a photo that I found while I was browsing through your profile, because as I told you earlier in the green room, I'm a little bit of a low key stalker. So when I saw this, I was like, feed your cells, fuel your life. So tell me a little bit more about this photo, Nathan.
Fantastic. So earlier we were talking about the 17 different lifestyle drips. That was what you put up, lifestyle drips. The lifestyle drips IV drip. That's where the whole drip bar comes from, right?
Wow.
It's a play on concept, right? It's a bar because it's kind of a lounge to relax in, but instead of getting cocktails or mocktails, you're getting an IV cocktail. So it's the drip bar, and IV
Okay.
drip is what it plays off of. Feed your cells, fuel your life. So what we're really telling you is simply this: when you take an IV therapy, right, you're receiving vitamins, minerals, and aminos directly into your bloodstream, which means that it's bypassing your digestive system and it's going straight to the cellular level. So it's getting an immediate impact. Whereas when you take a normal vitamin, you take it orally and it goes down into your stomach and it has to work from your digestive system out. You're looking at about a 10 to about a 30% absorption rate of the vitamin, and then the body discards the rest of it. In this scenario, you're taking it straight to the cellular level. So you're seeing about a 60 to 80% absorption rate because the body is getting saturated at your cellular level, and it's probably discarding off about 20 to 40%. So
Okay.
significantly different, which is why when people take an IV and they go, "Oh my God, I feel energy, I feel different, I feel restored, I feel like an all-star, my recovery." These things are going right to the cells that are challenged, that are starved, that are depleted, and they're being saturated immediately. That's why there's the instantaneous gratification from an IV drip.
Oh, all I want to know is, does one of these come with the drip? Like, can I get one of those while I'm dripping?
So you can't, but that was our friends and family event. So a little bit about that. You can get those. There's a wonderful woman in town, right? Stacy Dugan is a vegan chef, and she's an extraordinary individual. When I opened Orange Theory Fitness, I had a lot less of a budget than I have today. We're slightly more capitalized than we were before, and I say slightly because, well, we don't have an endless pool of money. But when I was at Orange Theory Fitness, we barely had enough money to tie our shoes. Stacy Dugan, at the time, I didn't know anyone really in this town. I just met her. She made me 2 pans, not one, but 2 pans of vegan enchiladas. So I had an event, and I was asking people to help me at my event to put stuff out for that event. And she graciously just gave me two. She made them, brought them to me, and gave them to me and said, "Don't worry, brother. I hope your event's successful. I hope you're successful." Fast forward 9.5 years later, we put on our first event here for a soft opening. And I called Stacy Dugan and said, "I want you to cater my event." So this time
Wow.
she got paid. But
Yay. That's
that was the
always good.
peach, that was the peach cobblers. Those were the little mini peach cobblers that she made. They were delicious, by the way.
Right on. We're gonna have to look her up because that was pretty good. Okay,
Yeah.
I see
Her
you're all
restaurant's called Simply Pure.
simply pure. Well, I see that you're all warmed up. So, and I see that you're a well-groomed man, you are. So,
Oh.
but this is the newest trend, and
Ah.
you are into trendy things, the drip bar and things of that
Hmm.
nature. So I'm thinking, what are your thoughts on the circle beard?
So my thoughts are not for me. Um,
No?
Fortunately, you caught me on a good day when I actually shaved, because people always go, "Oh my God, you know what, going bald, you're so lucky." I'm like, "No, let me tell you how it really works. You get a haircut every 4, maybe 6 weeks. I have to
Wow.
shave every 2 days, or else it's looking scruffy, right?" So I went from 4 to 6 weeks to 2 days. That's not a good deal. Now, if it all fell out and it was all bald and I never had to touch it, that'd be another story. But the circle beard, let's get back to that. First off, if people at home are watching, seeing this big chrome magnon skull that I have, well, we aren't trying to draw any more attraction to the big old head. That's number one. So putting a circle around it doesn't seem like it would be logical for me. However, if I had to pick, I would say gentleman in the middle probably would be the gentleman who I'd say is at least wearing it the best, but I personally would pass.
Oh my gosh. Well, we definitely love to, get our fashion advice, whenever we have someone on the show well groomed. I always wanted to know about that because someone asked me about it and I was like, I don't know. But the next time that I have someone on my show that looks like they might be able to answer, I am definitely going to uh ask them. Next question. What era were you born in? Were you born in the good times era?
Good
Were
times.
good times?
Yes,
Okay.
that's the era I was born in. Yes.
Okay, good time. Wait a minute. So which was your favorite Janet era?
Oh, the one center bottom. That album was an incredible album.
Center bottom, Janet.
Yeah, where she was
Okay.
just Janet. That album. Oh,
Uh-huh.
there's a ton of great hits off that album. I still have some on my playlist, at least 3 or 4.
Okay. I'm digging it, a Janet fan. But
Hmm.
who was your favorite character And who wins the best iconic portrayal for you? Is it Jamie as Ray, Angela as Tina, Selena, or J Lo as Selena? J Lo, right? Was it J Lo? J Lo
Yeah,
as Selena?
it was J Lo. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, or Denzel
Wow.
as Malcolm?
You know, that's a tough one.
I
Wow.
know. That's why we
Well, so
asked
so
the
let's let's
question.
let's let's be clear. I have no shame in saying this, right? We can just get rid of J Lo right away. Selena was very iconic for a very specific group of folks, and I respect that. But the broad appeal, the national appeal, a lot of if you ask somebody up in nowhere's North Dakota who Selena was, they would have no clue other than they saw that show, right? So she was very very popular Tejano singer. Tejano's not my personal style of music. It's for me, it's country music in Spanish. But I would take her off the table right away.
Okay,
I now struggle because I think Angela Bassett did a great job as Tina Turner, but
absolutely.
I got to take her off. So sorry, ladies. I hope you don't
Oh
think I'm being
man, what?
chauvinistic, and I'm only leaving the men on. So this is where it's challenging because Denzel did a fabulous Malcolm X, but Ray Charles as a personality, it just because Ray Charles had such a multifaceted personality, right? I think that and Jamie did a fabulous job becoming Ray Charles. I'm
But
gonna
you
go with
have
the Ray Charles because there was just so much nuance that he got to play with. I mean, Denzel did a great job, but Malcolm X was a very straightforward, simplistic type of. I mean, he reminds me a lot of myself, a very basic. This is what you see. This is what you get. He comes straight at you. And he's got obviously some soft human sides, but Ray had so many different time periods in which he was a musical icon that Jamie just had a lot to work with, and he did a phenomenal job. Love it.
right on.
Love it. I love Jamie Foxx's Ray Charles. I love Jamie Foxx, period. I think the guy impressional, his impressions are incredible. His musical talent's incredible. His comedy's good. He seems to be a solid cat, well rounded. I don't really know him, but he comes off as having both feet on the ground. So I'm gonna go with the Ray and Jamie Foxx.
Ray and Jamie Foxx. I might tend to agree. It was an amazing performance. Your birth month is where your next vacation is. So
Ah,
we
okay.
were where are we going on vacation?
Uh, well, I would say in the summertime, we're heading to Aspen or Vale. So in the summertime, maybe even Colorado Springs, fun little town too. But in the summertime, I've been to Vale in the spring. I've been to Vale late fall, not quite. I mean Aspen late fall, not quite winter. So I'm more into the sunny, warm, put me by a pool.
Oh, okay. Now we're getting down to it.
Right.
Okay, how about this one? One has to go Target, Amazon, Starbucks, or Chick fil A?
Wow. Um, well, the truth is, I'd have to say Target, not because I love Chick-fil-A and Starbucks that much, but if I had to think about it, everything I can get from Target for the most part, I can get from Amazon. So if I keep Amazon, they're going to deliver it right to my door. Chick-fil-A and Starbucks, they don't
Come
deliver
on.
that to the door, so we might as well get rid of Target.
Target has been having a hard time on our screen.
Is that
Poor
right? Well,
Target.
that's
Yeah,
because they know they can get it from Amazon.
yep, that's probably true. And they'll deliver it right to the door. All right. French
Ooh,
toast, cinnamon buns, waffles, or pancakes. You can
yes.
only have one of these for the
No.
next 30 days. Which
No. Yes. Yes to all of them. No, you can't do that. You
yes,
know.
you can
I'm
only
sweets are
have
my friends.
what?
Sweets are my friends. Are you kidding me? You think we get all of this extra from not having, so I can only get one for 30 days.
One for 30
Those didn't look
days.
like Belgian waffles. Those looked like those Eggo waffles. So I might have to let the waffles. Um, French toast, pancake, man, pancakes, French toast, cinnamon. I'm gonna go pancakes. We're not
Oh,
gonna drag it
okay.
on. I'm gonna stick
You
with
almost
pancakes.
you almost lost my friendship if you had of not picked pancakes. Like I don't trust a I don't trust people who don't like pancakes. Okay?
Oh,
I
oh,
just
wait. I said yes to all. You forced me to give up the other three. Although the waffles were an easy give up because you got Eggo looking waffles. If you had a beautiful Belgian waffle on there, that
oh
would have been a
yeah,
difference.
with
One of those
this
nice, round, fluffy, thick. Yeah,
yeah,
but
the
that's
ones
okay. I
yes.
say
Okay.
yes to them all, but you told me pancakes. I had to pick one. So
But you picked the right one in my opinion. I'm
awesome.
stuck between I need to save money and you only live once. What kind of guy are you?
I'm the kind of guy who saves money so he can only live once.
Amen. Y'all better rewind the tape. Y'all
Yeah, save that money for something. What you saving it for? To only live once.
to only live once.
That's right.
Amen. Nobody has ever said that in all of the time that I've asked that question. That
All right. Do
is
I get a bonus? Do I get a bonus round? Do I get an extra star? Do I something?
that gets you a drink when you come out
I
on
see.
July
I'll
24th.
take it.
Uh, oh, come on over to Patio Nightclub. Right here, people. It's Googleable. It's the Patio Wine Garden Nightclub. It's amazing. They have food, snacks, uh, alcohol, wine, of course, and they're going to have us on Sunday. And we are going to have an amazing time. So, yes, you did win a drink because nobody's ever said that. I am impressed.
Fantastic.
People don't impress me. They make me laugh a lot, but impress? No. What is the strangest thing you believed as a child?
The strangest thing I believed as a child. Huh. Well, my mother said it was that she had more money than we actually had.
Wait a
That
minute.
was, as far as she was concerned, that was the strangest thing. Not that I thought we had, but that I truly believed that we had more than we actually had. That's just a testament to how well she was able to raise me, that I never thought anything other than the fact that we lived and did very well. So it's good on her.
Wow.
But the strangest
Whoa.
thing I thought as a child. Wow. I don't know if I had any strange things that I thought as a child. Things that I
Like
thought.
I believed um step on a crack, you break your mama's back. And I remember when I getting mad at my mom, I used to run out and step on all the cracks I could because I was mad. But that was
And
the
you
strangest
you
thing I
you thought
believed.
you were gonna put it on her. Okay. All right. All right. Um I believe that if I ever got in trouble and my brothers caught me, they were gonna tell on me. That's the strangest thing I believe. That they were
You
gonna
thought they were
rat
gonna
me out.
rat you out? You thought they
Yeah.
were gonna turn you into the
You know what?
mom
I
copper?
don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know if I ever really believed it, but I wasn't so sure because it always used to make me cry. So my older brother is 8 years older than I am, and my oldest brother is 11 and a half years older than I am. So they
Ah.
were significantly older than I was. So when I was a young child, they used to tell me all the time that um, that I was actually found, that mama found me in the garbage. So I
Now
had to go
that's
pick
the
her up.
strangest thing that you
And
believed as a
so I
child.
don't I don't know if I necessarily believed him, but of course it would always make me tear up, and my mother would always try to reassure me that
Oh.
I wasn't a stray that she found somewhere in the garbage, that she actually had me, and I was
Oh.
just as much their blood as they were mine. But yeah, they used to
Oh.
treat me bad like that.
Oh my God, we're gonna have to get after them in the green room. I swear that's
Yeah.
terrible. All right, what would you do? Would you rock the machine? Would you add more money? or would you give up and walk away? And I'm sure everybody has had this happen. I'm sure it cannot just be me.
So what I would do is wonder why in the hell I would be buying some nasty ass protein shake in a little container like that in the first place. So I probably would give up and walk away because at that point my sanity would have come back to me going, what you buy this shit for anyway? And I would just abandon all I would just abandon ship immediately and take a different course. Maybe find a machine that had cookies or candy or something of value. I don't know, but chips, a
Oh my,
protein shake. Oh my god!
oh,
Oh, I must
oh
have been
my,
in a haze or a daze. There we go. Now we're talking.
oh geez. Pick an 80s starter pack. You cannot swap out anything. So you take the Pepsi free
Mm-mm,
Back
I'm
to the
going to B.
Future.
No, I'm going B. Pepsi's not my thing, so I'm gonna have to go with the high C. And was that the Ecto? That was the Ecto. So it's probably gonna be like green. It's gonna be some made up flavor. Oh, that for sure. I'm going the high C route with the barbecue chips
With the barbecue chips
and
and the
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Who
Yeah.
is your favorite character on the Ghostbusters? Did you ever see that?
So obviously my favorite character would have been the Bill Murray character. He would have been my Dr. Vinkman, I think his name was, or something like
I
that.
can't believe you remember that. Like I kind of set you up, but I cannot believe you remember that.
So Vinkman was either the Bill Murray character or it was the other guy, the serious one with the glasses. One of the two was Vinkman, but Bill Murray was obviously my favorite character because he was the goofball.
Absolutely. Well, you have made it to the end of round number 1. How did that
Okay.
feel?
Oh, it felt just fine. I mean, I thought we were going to do something serious around here. The way you were giving me three strikes and told me you're going to ask some
Oh,
questions,
we
and I was
haven't
going to be
warmed.
afraid
That
to
was
answer
just
some stuff, and
that
you
was
know,
just round 1. Like you
okay,
talking a whole lot.
I'm
That
talking smack now, huh? Feeling myself already. Round two ain't even come. All right, well, let's see how I do.
Okay, so I must ask you the question officially. Are you down to clown for this additional round?
I am. Let's rock and roll.
Yay! I love it. All right, here we go. What brand of lotion would you give to this individual?
Oh, what's the one with the cow pattern on it? The udder cream, the one that supposedly the cattle farmers with the cracked hands use. Udder cream, I think it's called, or something like that. It's got the little cow pattern on the jar of it. That's exactly what I would give them. They need something thick and lathery.
They need something thick and lathery.
They
Okay.
need they need some extra protection.
I love it. So your wife comes to you and says, "Baby, I killed someone. We in trouble." Reply as the husband.
No, baby, it's okay. Only you're in trouble, but I'm gonna help you.
I love it. You're not going to leave her by herself. And that says a lot. That says a lot. I told
Well,
you it
no,
was going to.
listen. I'm her ride or die. I just need to get her vernacular correct, right? We ain't in trouble, unless my fingerprints is on something I didn't know about. We ain't in trouble, but
We
we gonna look for a solution. Now that's something we gonna do.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? I've gotten to know you well enough and I love your vibe. And we're getting along swimmingly. So I am going to open my kitchen to you. I will do this
Fantastic.
periodically during the show because I have dishes that, I feel that my friends need to help me to keep my restaurant open. So by
Okay.
photo alone, I'm going to need to ask you, would you try this or are you going to trash it? And remember, we're friends and I need one buyer to help me keep my kitchen open. Try or
Mm,
trash.
mm. Well, it's not visually appealing. I'll give you that. But my mother said, don't say something's nasty if you ain't tried it. If you try it and don't like it, you can spit it out. You cannot eat it, but at least try it. So because you're my friend, I'm going to try it.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so now I get to bug you with other dishes throughout the show. All right, old lady drops this on the ground. What do you do?
Oh shit! I think about all the heinous, vile, fun things I'm gonna do spending this old lady's money for about 10 seconds before I walk up and give it back to her.
Oh my goodness. That was a great answer because I
Oh,
was
I'm gonna think
like,
about it now. No, don't think I ain't gonna think about it. Shit, that ain't no small stack of cash to just be like, oh no, Dudley do right my ass. That's only a cartoon creature.
oh
In the
my,
real world, you like, ooh, help me, Jesus, help me.
help me and let us pray. All right, here we go. You are forming a new band. The name is the color of your shirt and the last thing you ate. What's the name? And for the bonus, give us 8 bars and go.
Oh, so it's the blue, and I would say protein bar because that's kind of generic though. But I'm trying to look in, and actually, I'm actually looking in my trash for you to try to get it. It's called I think it's called a macro. Oh, there it is. It's called Blue Go Macro. It's a macro bar. So the name of the band is called Blue Go Macro, and give you 8 bars. Well, what does 8 bars entail? Because I'm not
Give
music.
us a little sample of your first album or your first song on your album.
Oh, the first song on my album. Um, Life after 50 means you can't eat what you like. That would be the first song on the album because trust me, eating a protein bar is not something I generally go, "Ooh, yum, can I get one of those?"
Hey, I love it. We could put that on the radio as a voiceover.
Right.
I told you we would get a little bit more saucy, and here is another
Okay.
one that I am just wanting to play. Two truths and a lie. Guess which is which. You are going to give me two truths and one lie about you, and I am going to try to figure out which is which. And then I'm going to give you two truths and one lie about me, and you're going to guess which is which.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it. Got it. Got it. Yeah.
Okay, go.
So, two things and one thing and two things, three things total. Which one? This is kind of like what's that hustle with the 3 card Monte or
Yes.
the key under the shell? Which one is it? All right. So I mean, first off, let's start off with the fact that let's start at the high school days. When I was in high school, when I graduated, I was valedictorian of my class. So I was top of my class. I was the I was the head dude. I was number one in my high school. Um, Other thing in my life that I would share with you is I I was a single dad and raised one kid. What else is there that I could share?
Okay.
And I've jumped out I've actually rappelled out of a helicopter at night in the jungles of Colombia. So those are my three things.
Okay, I am definitely calling the BS on the jumping out of the helicopter at night in, where did you say?
Colombia,
In
Colombia.
Colombia. Now, I don't doubt that you jumped out of the plane, but it wasn't at night. And I think that's where the lie is.
Okay. Well, no, I changed it from jumping to rappelling, but it doesn't really matter one way or the other because neither probably you don't know the difference between the two. But that's actually the truth. During the
Wow.
drug wars, during the Reagan years, there was a 7 8 man there was an 8 man team total, 7 man team. One was DEA, and we took them through the jungles. That's back before technology. You folks who think GPS just shows you everything. Well, they didn't
Right.
have GPS back in 87, 88. So if they wanted to know where the cocaine plantations were, they sent people like us down on the ground. We set beacon markers that shot a signal up in the sky, and an airplane from the Air Force flew over, picked up the signal, and took a picture of the Earth. That's how
Wow.
GPS used to work.
Okay, so which one was the lie?
Oh, please! I
Because you
barely
told me.
graduated. I barely graduated high school. Are you kidding me?
Well,
Mm-mm.
because I was like, no, you said you had a blended family and kid, and so no, you definitely had to be a single father at some
I
point.
was. I
Um,
was.
and so okay, so he
My
said
son
I
came to live
barely
with me in
made
the
it out
fifth
of high
grade.
school.
I barely made it out of high school. Ooh.
Okay, my turn,
Actually,
my
years
turn.
after I got out of the army, I went back. I was like, I never came to the graduation to get my diploma. I was like, you guys got it. I was like, oh yeah, we got a box of people who never picked up their diplomas, and they were looking and they were looking and they were looking, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, maybe I didn't graduate. And they're like, oh boy, you graduated. Don't, of
Oh,
course, of course. I was like, well, you can't find a diploma. I'm like, listen, it's not a big deal because I've already graduated college, so there's no give backs. I'm
that-
good.
you can't take it back. Like
I'm good. It's on the college to have figured out that I didn't graduate from high school, but they didn't already awarded me a college degree, so I,
Oh,
I'm all
so
right.
I'm good.
Right.
Okay, so let me see. Oh, this is like a mini pop quiz from the green room. So
Okay.
two truths and a lie. Um, we have a show on July 24th, which is a Sunday. Doors open at 8 p.m. Number two thing, um, we started Sauced in the City back in December 2020. Third thing, I've worn hair bows since I was born. I've always worn hair bows or ribbons in my hair. Which one is the lie?
I think you started Sauce in the City in 19.
Ding 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 ding. You're close. But neither here nor there. I did start it back in 19, but it was November 2019. So
Good.
therein lies the lie. All right. See, you've made it through round two already. How did
Already? That was
that
it? You
feel?
hyped up round two, and that was round two. Oh, bring on
Oh,
round three.
yes.
We ain't even
Yes.
getting going here. I thought it was gonna be something. Something
Oh,
was gonna happen.
oh,
We ready for
okay.
round three.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
probably
ready
just
for round 3? See,
I'm gonna
I
probably
have to
just
butter you up. I got to butter you up. You
okay.
can't just put your foot on the paddle. You got to butter them up so that when you get to round 3, they're not like, "Oh Lord, what done happened?" So,
Okay.
my
All right.
question to you, are you down to clown for the rest of this round?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I love it. Well, here we go. And the kitchen is open again because I love my food. So here we go again. How about this? Deep fried chicken, marijuana leaves. Are you trying or trashing?
Deep fried chicken marijuana leaves? I guess I'm a little confused. Where's the chicken at?
It's in the
Is it
batter, I think.
Oh, okay. So you blended up the chicken into the batter, and so it's just coating the marijuana leaf. Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, hopefully there's some THC left in that leaf, but sure, let's give it a run. Hopefully you ain't fry all the THC out of it. 'Cause don't nobody want no CBD. Mm-mm.
Oh my god, you are definitely down for this round. Funny, funny, funny. All right, here we go. Finish the sentence. Marriages don't fail because of a lack of love. They fail because of a lack of what?
Oh, that's pretty straightforward. I think marriages fail because of a lack of understanding. Husbands and wives just have to understand that they don't love those other people. That was just a momentary thing.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
I
So
like it.
understanding. As long as we can all understand, it all works out well. No, I'm being silly. Um, But that is my answer because I'm
I
gonna stick
think
with the silly answer.
understanding is good. Yeah, I was like, being silly or not, that was a good answer. All right, how about this? Does this still matter in the world of dating and being married and relationships? Does this still matter?
I say it matters for the people it matters for, and it doesn't for the people it doesn't. I think that for people who want it, they should find a partner who's interested in providing it. And for people who it doesn't matter for, I don't think anybody should judge them. They should be okay with them doing that. I know some women take flack when they're like, yeah, that doesn't matter to me. And they're like, ah, no. No, everybody should have the right to have what they want. So I think that if that's what you want in a relationship, nobody should ever try to take that away from you. You should get that in a relationship. And if you connect with somebody who's got heartache about giving it to you, you got the wrong connection. You got to make the right connections.
I love it. How about this one? Would you allow your best friend to greet your wife with a kiss?
Sure. Absolutely.
I
Oh, well, we talking with tongue? I mean, hold on,
well,
hold on.
well, look
I
at the
mean, we stick,
picture. Look at
yeah,
the
at the
picture.
picture, it seems like her lips are closed too, right? So there's no
Yes.
tongue.
So no tongue.
No tongue. But
I
yeah,
love you. I love
yeah.
you already because so many, you are the first person. Now I get to buy somebody else a drink. That's two drinks that you've gotten on one show because you're the only person who said yes.
Oh, really? Well, listen, I look at it like this: if my wife's comfortable with it, I can be comfortable with it because if she tells me it's innocent, it's innocent. Now, you know,
Hey,
if tongues start going into play, well, that don't seem so innocent at this point. I mean,
hey, I
or I
love
guess
it.
if the kiss lasts for 22 seconds, well, we might have to
That's
get
a
a
little
hose.
long. Right.
We might
Yeah,
have to get
that's
a
a
water
little.
hose and separate them, like two dogs stuck together. Like, hold
Oh,
on. Y'all,
oh
y'all,
my.
y'all, y'all holding on there for too long. Now, hold on. Seem like we're getting a little more than just pleasantries.
Oh my dear Jesus. How about this? Singer Eric Benet sparks heated debate, claiming men should be on birth control instead of women. Says science created pill for the wrong gender. Do you agree, disagree, or do you have your own opinion?
Well, I don't know if necessarily men specifically should be on birth control, but yes, I do believe that the fact that condoms are as entailed as they are, listen, men are generally basic, right? Which let's translate to lazy, which is, when y'all sitting there going, y'all don't know how to multitask. Y'all, you're right. I can only do one thing. That's why I'm watching TV. I can't watch TV and answer your questions. You could do multiple things at one time, so you can still see what's going on TV. And oh, by the way, can I get a beer? Because y'all multitask, right? But you got all kind of skills I don't have. I wish I had those skills. But my point is, condoms, I'm not saying they're the most impossible thing to use. They're not, but they are somewhat complicated. You got to stop in the moment. You got to tear it open. You got to. So if you had a simple pill for a dude to take, oh, absolutely, dude, be able to take a pill for birth control. So I think there should be a pill for dudes. I don't think it should be only for dudes, but I think there should be birth control. There should be contraceptive products for men that are easy and similar to as they are for women. Right? Here's a pill. It's your responsibility not to get pregnant, which is why they tried to make it easier for you. Listen,
Absolutely.
it's the main reason why men don't wear pantyhose. That complicated thing. You ladies, y'all continue to fight and struggle, and it runs, and you figure out ways to fix them and mend them, and you put up with that shit. The pantyhose industry, if they were selling them to men, they would have made that shit more durable and easier to put on a long time ago. Or else we would have cut them loose.
Oh
We'd have
my
cut them
God.
loose.
Speaking of fashion, how about this
Oh, not the onesie.
idea? Come on, what do you think? Are you going to purchase or are you going to pass? And mind you, we are friends, right? We have
Okay.
become friends in this whole, I don't know, 45 minutes that I've known you, or hour and
Sure,
15,
sure.
or I don't know, whatever it is. But are you going to purchase or pass?
I would say that being a large guy that I am, and I don't mean sexual largeness, although I'm not saying it ain't, but because ain't nobody gonna say it ain't, so y'all can forget that shit. You gotta find out the hard way. you got to do some work to get your disappointments, ladies. I'm sorry, guys, it just ain't gonna come out with it. Uh, but I would say number one, the whole outfit is a little too tight for me. The shirt, the pants, the whole deal. I ain't got the skinny jean guy thing, so that's that piece. Number two, the onesie. Ooh, that seems like it'd be awful uncomfortable. And yeah, so I personally am gonna pass on that, but I'm not gonna judge my guy. If he wants to rock it,
You're all
I'm
the way down for him,
I'm
right?
your dude, right? I got your back, right? People want to talk about you. I'm stand up for you.
I love
I'm
how
not personally putting them on because
that looks just a tad bit uncomfortable. A
right,
sense
and
of humor is critical to your survival. Sure, you need food, water, shelter, other stuff like that, but a sense of humor is what holds your shit together, basically. Do you agree, disagree, or do you have your own opinion? What do you think?
oh, I'm a firm believer in it. Take yourself too seriously. It's just too much stress. It's unnecessary stress, right? You're actually putting stress on yourself. At some point in time, you just got to kind of recognize it's not that serious. Even
It
even when it is that serious, if it's completely out of your control. I mean, stressing and fussing
like,
for look for the lighter side of everything is my mantra. And trust me, I'm a guy who blows up quick, gets over it quick, moves on quick. And so it's not like I don't have my moments. It's not like I don't get irritated. I do. I had a printer fail, another printer fail. Oh my God, this technology, it was just going, don't talk to me, nobody. Right. But at the same time, how crazy is it that, you know, and my wife's like, well, where'd you buy the ink from? I'm like, I bought the ink from the damn discount ink. She was like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, the ink costs $100 a cartridge. That's 600 for these cartridges. We
oh,
didn't pay 600 for the printer. I'm buying a new printer. Let's just call it what it is. I'm buying a new printer. That's a cheaper ink printer. She was like, well, you got to figure these things. I'm like, yeah, whatever. We buying a
oh
new.
my
We calling
gosh.
we calling it. So yeah, you got to lighten up at some point in time. I mean,
Yes,
you got
you
to
got to let it go. Let it
yeah.
go. You
I always
definitely,
say if you can't laugh at it, then that's a bigger problem, right? If you can't laugh at yourself,
yes,
nobody can ever take you serious if you can't let go and show some vulnerability and just have some fun. So got to be able to do it.
absolutely. You know what? I shed off the corporate jacket. Um, I made really good money. Supply chain management was a great field. Um, and it was amazing to me. Import, export, 3PL, all of that stuff, moving stuff from one place to the other. It was exciting. But was like, I'm stressed out. Oh, I don't care if Becky gets her Uggs for Christmas. Like, I don't care. Like, I totally don't care anymore. So, when I stopped taking everything so seriously, the gray hair stopped coming. And it was an amazing, amazing feeling. I'm curious, in a long distance relationship of 5 years, phone sex only, is it cheating for either to have phone sex with others, do you think?
You know what? Here's the truth of that, right? It depends on what the two of you have determined is okay. So if
Okay.
your partner says it's okay, then it's not cheating. But if your partner's uncomfortable with it, you got to take that into consideration. Doesn't mean you won't do it. you
Okay.
might you might go have some phone sex with somebody else. Hell, you might even call the 800 number so you can be like, "Listen, baby, I know you think it's cheating, but I paid for it, so truly it ain't cheating. I just bought some phone sex." Right?
Oh my gosh.
That kind of I might come up with a whole bunch of other stuff, but the truth of the matter is, at the end of the day, really what it is the communication between the two people. Whatever y'all communicate, that's what's okay, and that's not what's okay.
Hey, I love that. You should have like your own show. Like you should like think to somebody to give out great advice. I could see why the mayor thing would have worked out for you. You are
Very kind.
diplomatic, amazing. And this is literally our last barn burner question. Let's settle this once and for all. I've had arguments about this, like burn down building arguments. In your opinion, was Blanche a gold digger or nah?
Oh, hell no. Blanche just knew what she wanted. She was a girl looking to have a good time. And let's be honest, who had a good time on a budget? Nobody. Yeah, you can have a couple coins to have a good time. Hell, even when you're trying to scrape up enough for a six pack, you got to have at least something. So Blanche was a good time girl. She was looking to have the best time she could have. Ain't no
That's what
wrong with Blanche. Love her.
I love her too. And I was like, I think y'all being real hard on Blanche.
Oh,
I think
absolutely.
listen, a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do.
Yes,
And
she did.
Blanche didn't have to do anything because her husband left her well off. So I don't think she was a gold digger. I just think she was like, listen, I'm getting ready to have fun and it's going to be my way because I don't need anything.
Right. Right. She knew what type of men she liked. And that's, listen, you can't fault a woman for knowing what she liked.
Hey, you cannot. And believe it or not, we have made it all the way to the end of round three. And now you get the last thing because you did so well at the questions
Okay.
that now we get a chance to get into game time. And
Oh,
this is, I know, this is where we get to pull out of our catalog one of our classic Sauced in the City games, the ones that we have been playing since November 19th. So we love to play them when we have new people on the screen. We are going to pull this one out the closet and we're going to dust it off. And, we just played it this morning, so it's not all that dusty. However, it's my favorite game, so I always play it. Sell that skew. And in this segment, as your reward, Nathan, I am going to set the clock for 60 seconds. And I am going to allow you to turn into the best salesman, obviously, for other reasons unknown to people tuning in so far, but I heard about it in the green room. The best salesman ever. So I want you to pick up the thing nearest to you on your left. The clock is set and sell that skew.
so the nearest thing to me on my left was this wireless mouse. So here's what I'll say. Have you ever tried to use the pad on your laptop? Have you
Yes.
ever tried to click on something but shut off something? Have you ever tried to click on something but found yourself in some other thing you didn't even know existed on your computer? Well, have no more problems. The wireless mouse is your friend. No longer will you have to worry about, did I click that? No, you didn't, but you did. The wireless mouse solves that problem. With the wireless mouse, go where you're supposed to go, when you're supposed to go, how you're supposed to go. The wireless mouse. It don't matter what it costs, you need it in your life.
I was like, where do I sign up? How much is it? Because I have so many times tried to be working at home on like this little iPad and on my laptop, my back hurts trying to move the little keypad around with my finger. It's terrible. So
Trying to stay on the left side, but you're on the right side. You didn't know you was kind of sort of on the right side, and the right side functions are happening, and you don't even know what those functions are. And then you're trying to figure out how to close them. And how do you stay on the left side? And, oh Lord,
I
please.
love it.
Listen. I keep a wireless mouse. I got one for each laptop. I don't mess around.
He's
And every
double
time I forget to grab my mouse, I'm always regretting it because I'm like, God. Pat, where's my mouse?
Oh, oh, my dear Jesus. Oh my gosh. It has been nothing short of amazing hanging out with you for this hour. When you're having fun, time just flies by way too quickly. But in order to CYOA, because I want to make sure that I asked all 21 questions at the end of the episode. Are you ready for yours? So
I'm
I
ready.
Okay, so I could see why. Number one, did you have a good time?
I had a fabulous time.
Yay. Number two, have you ever been a part of an interview like it on the internet or anywhere?
Have I ever been a part of what now? An interview?
Have you ever been a part of an interview like it on the internet or anywhere?
No. This is an
Yay.
original.
Shout out to Sauce in the City for keeping it original. I love y'all. Woo woo. All right. Question number three. Always most important to me, ever, ever, ever. Will you come back and join us for a part number two so we can get even nosier?
Oh, anytime.
Oh my gosh. Yay. Ooh, ooh, left and right. Thank you so much for joining us. It has been nothing but short of amazing. And what we do as a homage, we usually shout out and we usually take time doing that. But in this instance, I want to take this time to do my shout out to the drip bar. And I would like to play for people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond your promo on our way out. So I want to tell everybody thank you so much for tuning in. Catch us again Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for your next edition of Sauce in the City, the 9 o'clock magic hour plus one party, where we catch up with our comedic cast in the middle of their busy weeks in comedy. We want to thank our special guest in the house tonight who answered everything right. And that rhymes, so you know that it has to be true. Nathan Atkins, thank you so much, sir, for taking the time and just, agreeing and saying yes, because with you, our journey continues on. Thank you guys out there. It's me, Brenda Brown, AKA the Chocolate Child, and we are out of here. But before we go, enjoy the video. See, it rhymes, so you know it's true. Here we go.